in the game. Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Chad calling.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. But now it's 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Luck. They'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, Alpha.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
March 50, march 50, march 50.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
You must be dreaming.
After the interception, here's Lynch. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Locke. He finds Roberts, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Hey, I-7.
On first and 10, Locke. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. This is Hines. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chester Rogers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check, watch it before. Hey, let's get this. Hey, watch that. Check, watch it.
2nd and 10 now, it's Lynch. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here goes set. 70, Indy. Watch the slant. Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd down and goal. Lynch. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Cleveland Farrell able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Hey, Charlie, 60 or. Watch the run. Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. Hey, wahoo. Pick it up. Ready.
Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw on second down. Luck. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Come on. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 99. Check 99. He's crashing. He's checking crash. You're out. Look 3. Get it.
They run. Abdullah. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Leads to second and goal at the Jaguars' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Hines. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. Throwing his line. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. No. Off. Shift.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Luck. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. And his first carry, he loses the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You can't block me.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Rock it.
I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun, it's Lynch. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Blue 40.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Love. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Hines. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go right back to Mack. Fighting through, and he's got space. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go! 50, Mike, 50. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Go!
To throw again, Lynch. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
58, boy, 58. Ready?
Out of the gun, Lynch. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Matt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On second down, it's Mack, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down now. It's Wilkins, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll bring up fourth down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now Luck defers to Mack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play call.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Any day. Check safety, check safety. Check. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Fair. Get it.
On the run, Abdullah. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready.
Check right 54. Right 54. Ready? Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch by 4.
We own them.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On second down, here's Fournette.
He's checking.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch the run. Showing it. Hard. Check. Crunch.
61. Matchbox lights.
Watch the edge. Check 24. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn
Look at me. Go. Fire.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Shit. Check 37. Kill.
Deep grip.
Here's Abdullah. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something when you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary throwing.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3